enema mienu na yede topono so abedi hu nkomone na yedi nkan na no ye wo ha no man ye hu se abrante bi from America ye se ye frɛ no ishowSpeed oba be PM wo Ghana oba ye nyina ye hu niema esisi ye ene ye wo de plane ene onam wiem papa na ade achi ye ne de kasa no dɔɔso emu ba be kyɛe ebi ti se me am wo ha yi me hwɛ se ba oba Ghana no me de ma no tu mu se oh na bi a ono no ye streamer no aba no hurihuri si mumu de emfa so be na de bebre yi ebi hu anse nkofo aso camera ebi kura bitwa madapa se abrante no ba oba Ghana no enipa 20 million na ahya ase a omo search Ghana na abrante no kuta 50,000 followers on YouTube na Ghana so kra ye 32 million 34 million tino
50 million followers
ain't chese ni followers kwa do so sene Ghana population tino bie kwan to ho bet ye mu bi ne de ano tutum ene ye be ko obi a ho me kura amesan di dwuma de no chi amene me so mesan de madwen kira ba biem ye be hwe mu se benefit ye wona maye no mu no ene de he ebe boai anasa amoa kwan ben so na fa so boai ni mu ade ade be di ho nkomo e wi a me na wo ka se ene na wotwe ne pepepe ne hu se Canada Japan bra champon hwan nom ene baumia ede coffee so say omu yi obi obedi omanim the next election aye 2028 no na yehu se na sika chebi ekoso ene NDC for yam NPP for me no ka say kura na Ashanti regional minister Dr. Frank Amwako hene kura ahase atwetwe wo mo say na sika no sense ne ye che no heso betumi akogibia ene NDC so ko say omokoto aba ewo ayawaso west yebehwe television 32 inch ene titata ankofo moto ma wo modis na amane a yesehwe baba hwan yankuli woni na eche TV no yanko wese Ghana de bi ya ye normal wo ho se yebeto aba se MCE MMDCs se ye assemblyman se ye MP se ye president yebehun si ye chesika ne ye mankofo sika ansa na mato aba ye musa emre bi wo ho no ma eso saa de we ya no ana bibi wo ho ese ye aban ye otisu dia na oya afa ho se ena akoye do normal thing wo Ghana ho se ye to aba na ye cheche sika bebiri enkrofo gi sika delegate gi sika of my citizens gi sika enye sika nko me do nyame awre ho se me wom na no ye beto aba 2024 7 December ye hu ye na obi ede mo aguka ato wasako nko ba ko di gu politi mu no age control about shane wa mama mind ya mbato ba fa nda wa shedodo na omaje mo konko ba ko ede koto aba anya ebia o ye beba bebusa se woji konko ba ko no wi a esese wo san ko MP wo san ko pe ekwan ekope school pa epe hospital papa na woji u TV no ye still nti ubetumi akobusa bibi he fa na ono na MP no wonya sika o de ba betua woka ansa na wokoto aba man we ni nkomo aye ba be di nti mesere se wo ha no ma wada roma wo love no so wo share ema onua no ma na wo comment positively e wa ase ho kire wadwen ye nyina ye di nkomo wi a ye besia bia akonya atom na wo so waba no aba be kire wadwen enti ene ye ma munyina makwa aba ma se do amakwa aba na wo te se do assistant menu aba se do assistants bi o Michael na mente wonka. Okay.
Eunice, how are you?
Hey.
You find you. We're riding Yankopon.
I don't know what numa ase wanuma yemen.
Michelle Pep.
And now minimum so sa unkwa na ahye mpa no ho.
When they over what?
Sa wo hye mpam na minimum so say dia na mum ye hwe ni ye. Mesrawo menye sa biem. Yo. Enti ye danyame ase ye hye ye dwumadi na ase medical akode wo talking point wo. Mame yen hye ase emfiri ishowSpeed ho. Na no abrante ni firi mukro mo na ba Ghana. Uhu ni video ni emu ade no. Den na wo kan ye.
Ntiefo we de ye da munyina asesem wo ha. Mombo lab ne so na munhye na enkomo aye di enko ekire. Ohene ubisa ya me na ye wo Ghana na ehun se bibi saa etwesi. Enti me to me book hwehwe se ishowSpeed no no kro ye hwan. When I came to realize so a young man 22 years old ono that is ne year or ye heja or show but one there ma me ye interested woni mu ne say or ye young enti young people na eba no and follow ono enti ba oba Ghana no abebie a lot of young people eni ene ubeko abrochi be mu baby obi di 70 years racism no da so chechire no mani hu say ebibifo ye te say moa enti saa nkrofo we no mu na chire echirima niama enti saa brantie we eba oba Ghana oba Africa no abebie kwan bebre ama emrante ne mbabawa they have nothing about they know nothing about black history and also mu daso kita adwe bi say Africa de ye moa Africa de enye kuro ni ade no ebie ekwan ama emrante ne mbabawa ni bebre especially abrofuna the typical abrofuna they still believe say Africa nye krona ye like bush ndo ene niama ene wo ho no ebie kwan ama na ye very educative ama especially the young ones are eba no afensu mitimi hu say kwan na ebie no ama nkrofo bebre ye interested want to know more about Africa. Among Krofo Brian interested. Let me center it in Ghana. Say maybe Ghana. Among Krofo Bray want to come to Ghana. But maybe problem back one. I don't know. Say main cause one that say you want to go to another person.
To kasa me pe wo adwen kire in a book.
Me who ye say a brand any ball buy no or no or the helicopter and a chin ye a crona or course no. And see a man for so interested, wanting to know Ghana, wanting to visit Ghana. Now say internet will be a might be or my say or more Ghana or more babeshe. Now so or no the helicopter the buy you. And see omo makana omo babeshe kurono. Ehifa na omo befa. Ohene, I am so passionate about our roads and I wish I will have a day and I said to just talk about road because when you say you call Ghana pa this last time I call Ghana no you to two kwan bebre wa fa bedi dance here you call long distance metime fisa na me ho yira me e denti e kwan na nye e na ma kwan na ye tin enti na say me kwa na say me share max and I say me fedro na metimi ayewe because e kwan na nye enti sa brantie ya wa ba be showcase Ghana ama nkrofo bebre are interested in coming to the country no omuba they are people they are not going to be able to run around in helicopters
me ba obi si men kan kire wo say already no nkrofo e ba Ghana dada enti nya brantie no na ama nkrofo ba Ghana
already in Crawford Ghana dada, but the majority we are talking about the people coming now. Google said 20 million people were searching Ghana. And Crawford Ghana dada. But bad do they stay? Now say me chance on a video you be extra or no say yes Ghana is beautiful but people don't really take their time beka say omo kwa ebia uko be business you know in America you can sit in the house and on the internet and you can register and you will get your papers now what go ahead but in Ghana no you have to go to offices ukwa yesi kwa ha na omo aye frustrated afen so your roads baby I say would be the 10 minutes could the 1 hour beko so the people who are already coming in are even feeling the heat are going back until the people are now going coming in because of ishowSpeed they will have the same feeling and go back. It's not like I said, a woman saying but who call internet in this one, the very people who are already in the country now, or more businesses, and they are complaining. Because almost say, so the beauty of the country now can say, no one to new mind. They say, you are going into a country, you don't have to sit in the house and register for your company. You have to go to office. It's so frustrating. That has to be fixed.
Was it necessary? Mami Musa, was it necessary? Say, boy, ne beba Ghana or buy no so no. Ghana no be promote ya na say no be trying content.
No, or ye Ghana no be promote. Send me di kan.
One a friend no so me promote Ghana.
Oh, be am friend no. Say
America, more person mo promote mo country now. Do you need bloggers so mo be advertise America?
Ohene, the purpose of him coming here was not to come and promote Ghana, was him to come and feel how the country is. And in the way, no, a promoting Ghana. The agenda was not to come and promote Ghana. But maybe dear, me then say because of the young ones now, who
I said, do I have said, no one yard about cocratch, say.
Hini mami bua esedo
no, meba wo question ho buana say, one cry.
Baby, all kano. Oh, question na ubisa no ni nipa na atro say na nkofo baga. Yes, na nkofo baga na dada. Yes, return home
year
return na nkofo ba. Before that na nkofo ba. But this particular stream a brantie be ye no. I call way beyond what it was. Okay? Nkofo oba but ono ne di obeye na I go
okay
on.
And tinamika maybe say how positively ne maye no affect Ghana positively.
Ohene ena
ma yankwa sister Eunice.
Okay.
Positively na affect the whole African, especially any aba Ghana. It brought the culture of Ghana out, and people outside Ghana no omope culture. Any niyama okay. Positively, a beer kwai man crofo person omoba. Na most of the time, crofo ba wo kroma so ombeto ticket. Omoba didi, omoba fa lorry. Nini na influences the economic aspect of the country.
Mate, nyese me twitwa wano. Do you think say Ghana time aso say ye de ho kire say nkofo mra ye man? Me who is that time so because already
mami we be there no me pa cho
mami we. And asiedo question now. Inti mesra. We are sure say Ghana ye ready. Hwe mo kro mo fi.
Ena me
na nkofo ma wonni huni. Me hu obi a wonni ni huni a wasaje a ho woni krum. Di kan do woni siesie wo sesa wo gi nipa wo fi a. Why you ready say oba no. Kro no mu ye fe na ansa kra na wo mo obi mra no. Ne woni ne tie no. Chire na huni die chire na odo chire ne sa nema ni nyina. Ghana for mu nye we nyina mfa mayen. Timamufo no, how much do we love ourselves? How much do we welcome ourselves? Osha Ghana din a obi free Burkina Faso sisi a ye ba gigi no so no mu akura ne mu ba ni nua one ne te wono wo mia no se me no ka say yes ishowSpeed aba ye nkukuru passport ma no me question ne say Ghana for do send hu omo passport anim so ontu kwan a time on so obetu kwan a passport wo hu animu ne birth cert wo hu animu ne Ghana card mpo otuesi gansa na ne saka nhwehwe animu nti mo say oh 5 hours na branch ne be di ye ma no passport. And to me, we say, more Ghana, my ready some baja ho. Na mukuro ne tisanya my ready some baja ho.
It's but me point no. Ohene. Ni na aka. Ma me point Eunice. Ni na aka ho asem a waka na ye perfect. Enu ti na me ka say me ne ba na oba ya ade ba ko a eye me de wo ne ba oba mu say I expose sad negativity about blacks and I said Africans. Ama se see no people are seeing differently. But again, no, or no all ban say na meka ko see ye no. Or the helicopter ne buy Ghana are taking that advantage. Unza yende Ghana for the bibi ba na ye de ya fa ho de we enam. Enti ne bad or buy one ambassador be promote Ghana. Or no the oba to come and have a feel of the country. Or back to just have, to have his mind, see said niama ohuwo, sana ohuwo no. But abe biye kwanyama, a lot of people too want to know more about the country. Ete besi wo wasam no say, ye kuro no emwa ye fi. Ye man a passport no. Obia obeba kuro no ye be man a passport. nipa bia obeba kronim no betimi nya that yisikano to use helicopter around. People will come into the country and will be frustrated and leave again. It's the only thing I was say ye ya say ne maye no ebie Ghana. It is a see no politicians more have to do the right thing by fixing our road, by making the country look like it's supposed to be. Now in Crawford bar omwetimi atena. Enti ohine asema okana me no we agree we are not ready but are opening the door. So this is the time me was say yempenifo no omo fix it, especially our roads. Se na be yan crofo ebeba no they will stay and not just come 1 year 2 years and then leave.
And that's it. Eunice Bremu ye wa hanom na Akufo-Addo esi year of return. Year of return ye ba ya ma ye hu Steve Gavio say Steve Wine Steve Wonder ya wo mu krom ho America.
Harvey, yeah.
Steve
Harvey, you know.
Steve Harvey nomine ade omo buy. Mbacho where are they? Majority of black Americans, you know, we saw them in Ghana. Mbacho na omo hemfa. Omo buy you know, complain wo ho no ma wo man why ready so obeji ahoho no. Uti you know, you solve it.
Yes.
Me no waka say, no case da so da wa, wo buy complain on ba be fa mu efie wo montene, corruption charges omo koye no omo bo Ghana. Se Ghana, o ma ready so on person bi enwuma. Wo wura ha no ma 10 number keka obi adwuma bi ahia bi ni afaso atene tax no. Nipa ne te ho boda me. O be wura office ho no. Ohun se na nkofo to da me wani mo. Se na ne ono ne ye adwuma o ma 10 number no na boda me no. Wo wura ma o ma se 10 number ne de ni o ye ho adwuma ni ha wa pie enti se wo penentem de age se wo ma ye bibi na ye frɛ no kofa de car kofa ne ba ne ade. Wo tua corruption sika no ma wo mo a. Amasa obi aba o waso de free da me no ho a o be yitin na 10 number ka ejisika obi adwuma afa nkrofo ama atene tax na o man na akoso saa de we nyina wo ho enti me boy na omagege ne so no me hu ne se Ghana mpanyimfo nimu nyansa wudi kan solve saa issues ni nyina na wa ye ready se nkrofo a wo mo beba no wo mo mama menya saa negative ayi no ye wo ha na obi free South Sudan aba na o complain say odru airport mbacho ya je no $300 say $1 abra oye Africa ni okuta ne passport oba obedru enye se bia you ene hwe asresre nkwase asresre bia wo airport we nyina egu ye ni mase ye solve saa de ni nyina internally ansa na ye wia ye hunu say afedi obi obeba bia no obeba be experience different kind of abranti oba ya ye dinkuto etwetwe ne ade me no ka say me susu se nka sirem enkuto ni company wo ho nti nkoba ya okọ no from there no afi na boost production ba jo nkuto company do se na ojo mahama krum enti maame brema
enunti na menewo ewo he enunti na menewo yatena ase Sabrantie yamba ambe bie kwan amba Ghana mbeto wiase amiehu se eni aba Ghana ho enti efie wo Ghana wo se ye ka ne ye pra enti gate sa choke wo se ye ka ne ye titimo enti roads nkofo ebebe omo be drive nkofo omo bebe omo be tutu kwan na the time from one point to the other ye mpeni for den enunti na menewo enti ekwa begina say we have no we not have no hand and I say we don't have where the nuclear say enye your fault say nkofo eba and I say enye bibienti na ishowSpeed no buy or a young man from Cincinnati and ono the odi nejuma and or see this time no obeba obeko Africa to and obe na mu an oba obi anse nim but owie ye no so no abebie kwan ato ho amia wo se ye wake up na yenso a ye doga na yenso a ye nim niam ekoso wo Ghana ye timi kasa che ye mpanimfo se ekuro ni ibie amanfo ani ba ho enti den na wo se moye enti na nie wo se ye omoye no ni ye ka kire omo enti at the end of the day no enunti na freedom fighters ye wo ha se ye be kasa na ye mpanimfo no baby a ye de pepe yoto no yemfa nto ho nie kakra ken roads number 1 na ye biafo de bia okasa asemima wetimi atena se aye program aka say number one thing that be boase yenye ye roads because roads na enye ninti no baby e was a wokono I was see you do airport 9 o'clock. I was here sorry 3 o'clock near yesimu because ye nim ne besi wo kwan so. Nsunka airport.
Masi edua Eunice ma menka asem bi kire ha. Me question nie. Edien ne ma enkofo kon do se omote oman bi ombekom. Bloggers na sha ase twetwa video koda ho ma yedi nkuto twetwe wo mo. Na ye no adolof si wo me yehurisi dem. Eno ne ma enkofo kon do se ye beba ye krom. Ana se ye wade potin bi wo ho a wo ya automatically edi nipa no beba krom ho wadaroma me question nie.
Oyini aka bloggers are walking. Senka ye wo a bloggers e wo ye krom ne ye wo niama power ye krom no. E wo senka omutimi bo hu de ro. Ye mpenimfo a omoda ya no. Omo ye niama power ye krom a ye de ro. Ibrahim Traore on board de ro. Ba niama pa oye wo ni krom no. Eno ana de ko. So, but akoba say ye Ghana no, se minumi no ametena ha ambe body rank ase, nye ekosu yen fix it, se ne beya negative no enko no. Obi eni ho obeko.
And then I put it to you, say Ghana is a failed state completely. I didn't hear. Say as a blogger be or what followers. And the bell chrome ye live video man ko 41 candia. Na Ghana faili. Only me by
No question about that. No two ways about that. Say ne wokano no kware no. Enke ni se blogger bi no ba ene de nkuto twetwe no na obehu ye culture. Ye ka ekosi Ibrahim Traore. Eniama Ibrahim Traore eye wo ni kurom no enye nkuto na ode twetwe obi. Ba nipa oye ye dipa ekondo nipa no eno na ebo kuro ni hu de ro. Ye Ghana eyi nana aye biafo jana enye nkuto na ode twetwe obi awo ne dumesu aho ena enye bibia no ye ho ba niama pa aoye won kuro no eno na ebo de ro ema dumesu a so enti eka yempeni for we have everything ohene Ghana ye krobia nke ni se obi akwala bi ko bed on didi anasa akwala bi totete anasa akwala bi hotete anasa akwala bi di ni nansisi form Ghana kuro no ewo nyame ahira kuro no ma ye wo bibia eni se obi aho kire no da enka kwan ewo se ya kwan krampo na amanfo ba behwe ekoye omude esa because abo no ewo ye kurom niama bebre wo ye krom anka no na se bo kro ne hu de ro bo hene ti se ne yoka ye mpenimfo obinda aka anasem akwase ampafo nti de bia no amanfo ba omo be se omochi because the se obetina krom ho ubenya bibia fresh ubenya but from one point to the other no the stress alone or in the crow way me betimi akọ 2 states in one day or 3 states in one day se me pa Ghana untimi nko Accra na won sanka se me ko Madina ubeba na chese why mere ube
na chese si a obese o chese ye fan se utu from Kumasi konkran a wo san ba wachi a wanhwe ya untumi kura na wako fie ko wabubu
ubewu
yeah, na car no woso or woso one constant. Eunice, check your door. That was a month for your birthday. Yeah, deliver near mama. It's Eunice, check your door.
Hey, I know, right? Me say besides sell hene. Kwa you do kuchuro. Ewie bi ebo wa pampem.
Yadro
Na emfutro bia
ewura wo ni mu pie wutunum abade
eya reho
eye wota amaso mame ko ofa ya denisi anke ho Offer. Media okwa mesra wo ba bi a mepese wo begina ma me se meto ya se ye ma obra passport Ghana media me free ho ache kakra na so enche kura me sise nyese na mba betu kwan a ade a ye friend be search na minima de kro passport na minima de kro se hanom wo ya 3 weeks time na oba card na ba na passport ne niam na abeduru no mabo akokra metum nyina ye afodwune na me hu passport na me hu me card anim ye wona ayi papa kofo ka say ye card bi ama ye me nante konka we ko san lai wo kofo school bi mu ye gina ho paper kitua bi a wo mo de bebre no kra me say ma hu da I show speed be di 5 hours o mo say man passport kwan pen ye fa so ma Ghana for passport Ghana card mo saka ni tentem sign na system ni city akwa we bi ye man passport na wada rumo na wabu e di akọ ayi ama me nso hwese Dubai me person mete when was the last time I would say Dubai wo mo blogger bi oba bedu ho no ma na ye de nkuto ne ayi ma ya fia ginjam na ni so na me ehun say Dubai for wo mo hye ho wadama ma mentoma we I show speed
Only my mention a bit of fun before I hear you best say keep on tapping on the screen, keep on liking the video. And pending for say akoko a be woni e na odi abebe sere. My sidua, I mean, my you are mante why late into a birthday song. My sidua jinina. You got that. It is on you. You are a loser on that. My voice and
happy birthday, Mayu. Happy birthday, Mayu. Happy birthday to Eunice. Happy birthday to you. Ibi. Ule. Matwama.
That once a year, it did a metoya na santas needs to be my sembesi.
Ofa, yanko, wadama, yanko, jadem.
A bit of more, you know, my mom, you know, keep on tapping on the screen and more than a share conversation with. I show speed visit to Ghana, no. I show speed a 21-year-old young man, American, no, Tenaho, according to a no ne mame in Chifri, Ghana. 80 American watana new kwana. And looking at the world we are in today, the social media world, you know, all school they got to a point, you know, obeti social media no how beti maboa na brabo and or tune to social media, I mean streaming. Yen stream on social media, yen live life I pay youthful exuberance near their day and EJ being whatever we want to be, but putting it out there for people to watch it. And then we are in a world, and I say we are in an era. Whatever you have in you or whatever you love doing, no, once you put it out there, you will get definitely people that will like that same thing as well. And that is how he started. Even Abra was streaming as a crown. And my man ultimatum say, it's either say he quit the streaming and go to school, focus on school, and that's what free fee. It's in my pamoni free fee. It's guy to sue. So be stream or no streaming and it's streaming no. And I'm a send free fee and then no free fee or corner papa. It's in the papa and a guy didn't not support na. And so the first sika when I think is that $500,000. The if onye sika the podi kan to fie man na mame. Sika ban in some out of the stream and sika ban no the first person to fie man e what is a Columbus Ohio so na mame. So he's been that guy Nidiani all about streaming and enjoying life on the media. Now for some years in your follow now he has started this tour and Africa na Ghana wako South America wako Asia, meaning the streaming now was streaming na they be audio for them no. Anyway, when you followership to the point to say as a youth, as a young man, or person will explore we say into wako South America, of so many countries in South America, Brazil, Guatemala, I mean all those countries in South America. Or free or ko Asia. Called China and important one and one of is the usual thing about Ghana how na just walking around, enjoying life, experiencing new culture, beautiful things. That is what he does. So recently, decided to say, okay, I've heard of a continent, Africa. I've never been there before, but this time around, I would love to go to this continent and see and see how life is over there. It was the 20 days. I visited 20 African countries. The last but one Ghana. Now say call Namibia and no Ghana, but Namibia or not the private jet and then all the tour. Namibia no to land in Namibia no there was one or two in no bag Ghana to free Ghana no call Namibia. It's in Namibia no ending the stream no. Now, ne talk by Africa nyina no and they me what 3 videos so have a person me show my mouth for share the positive aspect of the talk no. If you see there is always negative or some little minuses in everything. But the positive aspect of the talk now about Africa nyina no. Let me show you guys some videos muntie de nipa no mo kan wa.
Man, this whole time, bro, they made us fucking think Africa was such a poor country, bro, such a place you wouldn't want to be at, bro. And Speed is single-handedly changing my perspective of life. Like the music in Africa, the culture, everything, every single aspect of Africa just makes my insides feel so good, bro. And it makes me just want to leave America. Bro, I feel like America is the trap. America is the trap. The American dream is the trap. Everybody else is free, but not free from America. America's the problem, bro. America's the fucking problem. And I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. Like, Speed, thank you, bro. Thank you.
So this is a young man. All his life, you know, he has a different narrative about Africa in his mind. All this while in his life, you know, you could see him speaking with tears also. All because, or you want me to I'm serious. I'm coming. I'm serious. I'm very serious.
Now we not see food now with Timothy. When we are America,
don't get me wrong.
Okay.
He taught African countries.
Now all African now. Okay, so
yes. There are millions of people out there. Those in China, those in Asia, those in Arab, those in Europe, America, I mean, even in South America. They have a different perspective of Africa all this while. It is this Speed touring Africa, no? And yet this young man, listen to this lady as well.
You're probably wondering why I'm crying. I've been watching Speed streams. And I'm seeing all the love that he's getting in Angola. He's in South Africa. And he's getting a massive amount of love. And the way that he was treated in Europe was disgusting. But to see him be a black man from the United States of African descent and be able to go back to the continent and be treated like a human by civilized African people. When we've been taught that Africa is primitive, that it's dangerous, don't go back. They have this, they have that. They don't want you, they don't like you. And to see an African American man with his stature go back to the motherland and be treated with so much respect. This is what our people fought for. This is what they fought for.
Last one.
Speed really changing the game for real. Like, I didn't know Africa was such a beautiful country. They got cars. They got water. They got Wi-Fi. Like we was lied to. We was really lied to. The music in Africa.
We was really lied to. So
send your work and yes, America stand your racism. Black Americans send you see your woman. Into aqua to sell more honoma, or more crowd into when you meet your massive.
These things, you know, for internet views, but I'm telling you, there are real people they don't know anything about Africa except what they have been told.
Africa is a beautiful country. Africa
yes, me say Obi Bisame, my client. She was about 70 years old. Or me ko Ghana no osu adenya on pese or what be meneme. no, ya kasa ansem ya. Wo obi be fi se bia.
This is serious.
And internet aba na obi can say internet aba they don't search. I'm telling you, say
Was it
the woman
was to say wo be mene
or see or what be minimum. No,
nti ya ka kire ni South Africa duru wa na wonyi ne chewo.
I'll say ye kwa ye landia I say ye ko landi dua so na ye bue ye nanti forest mo, and these things are real to many of black Americans and the white you would think say it's stories.
Nenti UN meetings ni ade no ya na ye president for no kwa wo mo hye nto ma na wo hye
nkofo ahin no mo hye
ma ofa nto aso e ofa mama ofa nkasa mesre mama ofa nkasa ese edu ayente wonka ma ofa nkoso why mba chew ofa
Uso Boaje is a teacher in America. Or say, ye chira omu school, they painted an image of Africa, it was school man kodano. To one no an image of Africa dada. And yet American kwao. Even in China, what the Maya, I China, and waka this experience pain. Oduru ono na amanfo de wo musa ene nam ne ho ahwese tuntum beka wo munsam ana omodo wo musa fa ne ho tuntum nya wo munsam ana omodo ne ko museum bi ana museum na omodo ne ko ye no ep eye kwakuo tuntum ya kyerɛ mu kwakuo tuntum say we ye Africans say na Africans etie yes say na Africans etie enti ukwa China. One particular guy, be a friend of the Reason Show, also actually China, but on the catcher me say, in China, a program of moving collaborate say, yeah, I be before. Ya jini susa, ya jini kete into more China for any savior, baba say we tio. Uko China, your programming collaborate say, the continent Africa ni omo wokono, oma jini kete into wo Chinese no. Wona baba say wo muti woni omunyame. That is how they are being programmed. So I'm trying to build a point of say there is a whole negative narrative about Africa out there. The bigger picture or the bigger positive picture from Speed coming to Africa has put out a huge different narrative out there. And then say black American be another African be outside a person or bar. Though say Nieman Koye I will not different understanding of what is going here, what is happening here in Africa. Now, me narrow down. Embra ne visit to Ghana, ne ba Ghana. Ohini, ushe the way a enyamasi koye ne touring oba Ghana. Ono akasa onamono ne touring na probona obono or the rules and regulations enenam. Baby obeko biya no eni kwa se or spending more than 15 minutes ewo. And it got to a point he was so uncomfortable because a crapim I him feel actually too much. Now I say woman, the stream should not last more than 5 hours. And I feel so he shouldn't spend more than 15 minutes at a particular place. It is the reason why he couldn't go to northern region, central region, other part of the country, now or remaining only in the greater Accra. And then they say Accra and now within 15 minutes, nobody may free one place, Ako baby. Enti okoduru kwa Nkrumah museum no mpo no ko mpese omunya abotre na omde ne ko stage after stage step after step o ka kire omo se dabi ono hu kwa Nkrumah statue no ho do pese ogina twa picture e na ogina ho twa picture e na de kwa Nkrumah e man ba e na one kwa Nkrumah man twa picture. That's all. E no free ho e no call the other places. Now the good thing out of all this visit is that it's true. E wo se ye Nkrumah se yankasa etima tutu ye niema na ye mpanimfo kwa abontene a a project here to abontin ho say this is a place to visit because we are in a world ade ebema obi atu ni nan say me ko different part of the world akohwe de ekoso ho is all about how you are developing your country, your territory. It's not about the history or whatever you guys have already. It's about how today you are putting things up, especially when it comes to tourism aspect of Ghana, how you are making your country attractive for people to come and enjoy whatever you have over there. Yeah, your leadership are part of the world, all they know is Bagamidu. Yeah, your leadership are in this part of the world, Ghana as a country. The leadership we have, all they know is Bagamidu. Ubisa ever Nibia said Bagamidu say as a Chinese say, Sister Sikano ni endi, Sikano se sani endi. Yet, yes, sika no near drum near di. No mum kwa ben ye before sweating your pisicano. Enti, so pe one more play a role outside there for the world to know, say indeed Africa is very impoverished continent. Our leaders are number one. Our leaders have played a role outside there because they are always out there to beg. They are always out there to seek for aid. They are always out there to tell them, oh, we don't have this, we need your support. They are always out there to go and then plead and then act as if, say, we can't do anything on our own or we can't do anything without them. I'm not going to cry about my brother who said, Munye serious be her. Number one, Mamusena, the argument is going to be about, say, I didn't think there was a speed in the background and not over projects here. Yes. Yankasa yampenifo ene omamamuo antumi anye enti de beba no enti ene ye de ahopepre dimirika ekofa passport amano try say yebe oni no na oni na abiri bi ode ne platform na boa enti abiri baba Ghana bia no na wa be showcase kakra na ya say hu say be bi so ho Fred Ghana. That is the strategy. Aye yankasa de ne yebeye ama oman no Obi afa no phone no internet and so we say this is a place to visit. Now look at something. When he went to a Akropong waterfalls, at that particular spot the waterfalls no honey there, that place is very beautiful, very loving to be. But the way to that place is very terrible, and one way you go there and enjoy, and leaving there back to your car to drive home, you will regret going there. A coin I lead you to a Akropong waterfalls who could do waterfalls where come where nice, a good experience. But Shekwain ability do to that place, you that is why he used plane. He used a chopper from Accra to that place because or the car na kwa konya medu ikwa konya free Ghana kwa daso edi traffic mu. Or the car na kwa ya kam daso the traffic mu konya free Ghana. It na also use chopper edeko na odeba. So media make us say abrantia no we share the streaming we share the platform ekuta no it's good so buy here, but we have a lot to do. I've visited so many areas and tourist attractions, another tourist site. Maintenance culture very poor. All they care is the money the people are paying to come to these places. The road leading to these tourist destinations are very nasty, poor roads. And you ask yourself, say, Timofra Mountfosso, Mufra Bontembra, no Mufra Bontembra, no. Muba Montaba, to accord the tourist attraction site, and I say, Mudoma Fahif and the tourist attraction site. No. So, my message is simple as ABCD. Irrespective of how many times Speed will come here and showcase over here to the world, no. Those who will come will not come and will not love to live here. They will come temporary and they will run away.
Mami Musa, Dubai.
When you want people to come,
Dubai, ishowSpeed call.
Me sure say we call pay, but definitely me sure say we call pay because Dubai, they are as at now they Dubai they call pay. Me sure.
Well, quite ben na me fan say wo fast who Dubai. ishowSpeed call answer na oti Dubai nka.
No. Ni Dubai kuna we call ekura me here say. But Dubai.
You know what you crono say tourism site here what Ghana nyina no ebi na wo kan san kra na maye ho esen me no ka say wo ba Ashanti region kwa sa konfo anochi yesi wo ba bi wo ha ode ne nana bobo abe ho wode ne 19 team botan so ye wonsuo bi wo ho no ma wo hu ti aye na ni trumo bi na ye ade be nsem se bebre sa bia ni nyina makwa je ho na nsan besia ye butu Ashanti region yesi wo pro nanum ayi negu ho yi aya na me tiam na me se munnim nyansa mo wo ayi abakosam kesese by now ma je ho obi ba na obewura ma ya fa 50 cent bi to ase na wura mu na kokohwe na no ana ya di dua flowers wo ho ofa me no ka sei ukohwe flowers ya dua fa besina ya bu na wie no ya dua fa ho a wo ho afa na mahunu nyansa se yenye sa de ewu enti ba bia yi bia no me susu se empanfo yiro mo je wadwuma wo de build ukro no ebedru ba bi no nipa baako mesra wo Steve Harvey ya meka na se mi Oye program ahwe nipa dodo etie na no me Steve Harvey or say every black American should go to Ghana and see what they did to us or Cape Coast but why can see yes we offer enti say yetitintia met me account say zoo dodo say na Ghana offer zoo was him Esrem omo ozu o.
What crowd ye go back same crowd they say any zoo as such but omo parks omo mole parks omo forest I mean baby what
Okay.
now we do the capital city na Greater Accra now. Now what's the person Accra Zoo? Baby office no as zoo office no baby one different. And a baby I'm one that is a work car now for car and so not baby I'm one
Voilà. We. And so offer main kasa question no met me aka kire say America dem nkan wase because omo ye state omo so met me aka kire say city bia e state bia mu no omo ozu. I can boldly tell you say city bia what bia one state mu no omo ozu. Na udru hono ma entihwe Kumasi. How many cities regions there was 16. Pacho kohwe Kumasi zoo. Unim say aka kotre pe na si Kumasi zoo ho.
Kumasi Zoo na say ayi bi na ho chimpanzee bi na ho na odu one na watere ne say man wan see the koto podi.
Aka kotre wawu. Na ye wallahi wa wudu wono ma. Wahu emu ya dia ma chimpanzee na ma say wono ne stress kan o de akoto kwadu adi o.
This Ivy wa had on my main cat one be na young Sister Ivy was say now Kazu every city say ye Ohio ye state right Ohio no Cleveland wa ha dating wa ha your friend is saying Columbus, you know, all the cities. And so Obia was zoo, ye were Columbus zoo, ye were Cleveland zoo, Obia was zoo, and Uncle Dan channel. Who could pesa upe ticket na water, uko online ubeye. Ghana, Obia Ambra, sa a tourist attraction site ya muke, if upon ye call Doddy Princess. Doddy Princess, and what he a quine now all fast with their cosa Doddy Princess no. Oh, so who call their way smoother that when they want to meet sign. Now, who corner who shed the open so we share ye. Now, who saw which ya now raho. And back also na or he now walk about speed and buying. You say yeah, Colombia, USA, no, your cities will be met me. I can say at least we have traveled 10 of them. Cities need be or he ne okwa. Abrofo na eye mpanifo no like omo nyinyi no omo hwe di te say we aboa bi enti san krofo we no ene omo nana no omo sade a kire omo sa enti I show speed ne mai oba won say ono oye young enti nkwala na di nechi enti abi omo ani enti eno nko ade eteplas
oh sabro ni be ni won free ho anya black Americans na be chire America won free ho wo hwe odin a won free ho obi fa no be enti kwasi ani mu Ivy brem Ivy enti no me de akwa ne ba oba me gina ho say ehun hia obi a wonni ni hu ni a wotaje a ho de me hu bi da se Ghana fo mo bibia mo ni mo ni mo ja ho Ivy na what is saying.
Good afternoon to you all.
Good afternoon.
Well, me who natural. He de me ni okasa almost every
when the men kasa mama me kasa when you want kasa da be na ne wan kasa
almost every 2 weeks na the me ni kasa obo me so mo anti
when ne wan kasa o da kasa na ko e ya ko point lo
afisha pa sister Eunice fa hu di hu wo fa yaw on hini dauda
oh madam
oh, you know what I'm going through, so you should understand. Anyways, area michia mungina freedom fighters, my boy Juma. Yeah, where Juma? Oh, Ezekiel, please shut it up. So, one more thing I want us to relax and see is that young freedom fighters, you contributed to Mahama says or Ghana is under construction. Don't get me wrong. You're contributing a big time. Say Mahama say Ghana is under construction. Say and Rebecca say fix the country. Ghana will not be under construction. Oh, honey, Eya me person ka ye relax. Me de ma ye din o na me take ho na me hwe ne din. Se si amahama asem bia ye kan ye bia for we need to form. Asem bia freedom fighters be kan ye bia no papa no attackle a oye. What tackle? I'm not advertising for him, but me de mania to form na me shadie. What tackle? But then because say
because of say what boss say what tackle no. What do you think about Operation Recover All Loot?
Operation Recover All Loot, no. I am glad they said he has started from somewhere. Okay. He has started from somewhere.
Okay, yeah, and then no better one that front. Yeah, focus on ishowSpeed ne Ghana maye na ankasa no. Na yemfo.
Just because I will Operation Recover All Loot and me call a hobby 20 seconds bina eja media besha ishowSpeed. One example I want to give you is Ken Oforiatta. This man, yen na yetina ha na boy chiri. And they say papa we ya Ghana for with e-levy, with way, with this, with a haircut, with all these things. But see ano, chi ayache no one who meaning say a immigrational purpose. But I'm telling you, so there's a serious reason why into papa we yache no America krom ha. Yeah, so that na Ghana. Yeah, for no chonchain. ishowSpeed aba Ghana. Do you know the reason why into ishowSpeed aba Ghana? Sometimes my algorithm, any algorithm is not the same. The stuff that I see and the stuff what I see and the stuff who see and I see no, it's not the same. But we freedom fighters, I swear to God, I saw our video on one of this American people's platform, and they were brouhahaing about it, and I was so happy. And I said, my God, so your platform, I could do be a katafwe be platform in Semudia. Not to say a kasa kwechiri. What you say? So therefore, that is the main reason why in Tia, Ghana is under construction. Because this year of return, it brought something that this man could not do. But Mahama is doing it. I'm telling you the gospel truth. And yeah, I hope some of my sisters and brothers will see what is going on so they can relax for now. For now. Minkasa relax for the rest of your life. For now. Na fe yen hwe de papa no bebe odeko. Na so be kodru honum we na se wentumi anya na yakate say masa. Wo ya keche, you're slacking. You need to pick the pace and do what is supposed to be done. You understand me? Yesi nipa ya adi osayeyi ohene. Wafa minim se waye wenim huhu ade hwe menim. Yes nipa ya ade a osayeye. Mama yem bie ya no ne yenka bi. Papa no wa try say de ye kan ye bia no. He is going to use ye numasem just to make sure so what tackle. Just imagine Tema Highway. We
say no. Yeah focus o kesi a ho. Kofo be busa question pa say. Also because I have say sister what Ghana na say what
Ghana, but I'm seeing everything.
Me pesa obe dan your topic in it.
Right.
Say ishowSpeed ba Ghana no. Aboa yen positively and answer negatively. Then na wo efa ho.
ishowSpeed ba Ghana no. Media about the whole African continent. You know, I can't speak for the other African continent, but I think so I will speak for Ghana for. It has helped us in a way. What you say? NSA Steve Harvey abaho. Yenya Dave Chappelle abaho. Busta Rhymes abaho. All these people have come there. But ishowSpeed neba oba Ghana no. In as much as and ye de with all this jollof and a jebe no. Ama amanfwe ni nsusu Ghana ho. Because it's here no. Zambia of all villager. Nanka wonom de nka map no kra wo hwehwe Zambia nka wonhu ne wo so no. E se omo nyina ni aba Ghana so. Zambia fo wonom kra no nka omo kasa omo no nso badwum no se omo nyina aka Ghana asem. That tells me say ishowSpeed ba Ghana no. It has made a little impact on Ghana. You understand me? Minkase I'm making so much impact on Ghana. And okuja to a black kwasa otie sa video yeah. I just want to tell him, say, I am very disappointed in him because we saw a lot of people come to Ghana. They did not get their Ghanaian citizen the next day. But why would you give this guy a Ghanaian citizen the next freaking day? It's not made like that. We're not supposed to do it like that. The people that came over there, they came, they stayed, they studied, they were acknowledged. They wanted to become the citizen of Ghana, and they applied for, and they were approved, and they got it.
Yeah, I didn't hear woman yamfa wo mo mufia mo no kra ba yen to nchen say Ghana fo na etikrum ho no wo mo apply for passport e di how many a year ansa no mo nsaka.
That is my problem. And I am very disappointed in
Ghana for do sign no mo nim passport or mo nim Ghana passport or mo nim Ghana birth cert Ghana card.
We just gave this guy a passport. Fala, according to Soba, we share Bema for the first time. You know what? I like you. You are tall. You're handsome. Just be me free, Nako. It doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. You should have let this guy fight and ask for and applied for and want to have the passport.
You don't show interest in like
Exactly. But then you did not do it like that. So I'm sorry to say, I like what ishowSpeed came to Africa to do. I like him coming to Ghana. I love the reception we gave him in Ghana. I love that he's projected Ghana's name out there positively. But giving him a passport is not supposed to be one of those things. I'm sorry. You understand me? I'm so sorry. It's not supposed to be one of those things. I am so disappointed in Okudeto Ablakwa, of all people who knows best, and you are educated enough to know, say, to have a passport, no, you have to go through a process. Ghanaians don't have some of the Ghanaians don't even have Ghana card because they have to charge them before they can have a Ghana card. But you give a passport to somebody who is just a YouTuber. I get it. He's projected us out there, but you don't do stuff like that. You don't do stuff like that. Ohene, kakra me pesa meka edeso asama meka nyina so asa makasa bebre. I have made a little point ewa ha meaning say wafa de meka no he would take little here maka bebre. Na kakra me pesa me deso asam we so ne say Ghana, we are the gateway to Africa. Listen, I'm going to repeat myself. We are the gateway to Africa. So if we goof, the whole Africa has goofed. The whole Africa has goofed. But one thing I want to say is that, Ohene, freedom fighters, relax. Because we wanted this man to come. No, hold on. Hold on.
Sauka no wakodi NDC kwoti a ebetu ani so
Mindi NDC kwoti
wakodi NDC kwoti a enya ha ntina de me nka ho hwe asa yes edua page so na ama me di chia me na my wo ba ye
you know say Mindi NDC kwoti
the or the say otu aba ye nim no
and Ohene, I'm telling you the gospel. I said, well, you've been to Ghana just about what, a week or two ago. You know, so
we cannot relax, though. We cannot relax.
No,
my Ghana never Nancy. And Crawford say, I'm telling you, share America, who can rent a car? America, there is nowhere you pay even $50 a day. Ghana, you are paying $150 a day.
It is not the government, it's the Ghanaians.
Why is it not the government?
It's not the listen, my sister.
Who is regulating?
No.
Debbie and
Ghana is so expensive and people are not saying
Ebasa ye beso echi nti me mama kwan ma ye nko hande otuaba.
So me de manu be sina
in 1 hour time.
Me de manu be sina. Me de manu be sina.
Otuaba. Frame 1 hour time.
Mami aba en
when you done NDC communication how come say ni there inshallah me no be program what the American call Ghana ko hwen krofo ade che na ode to nkate awekura wonya enso yes dollar aba for me yes inflation and I'm 3.8 mami yeah wo ke Canada wo dey tia break. Yeah, what I am seeing is I can feel so I could NDC kwati me dunya me ebetia fi wani so
me di NDC kwati a wo fade ya otumi hwe kru wom e ya ma ni hwe kru wom ma me se me kodi NDC
na ne wo kan de nwanwa enti wo de na fa wusi ya na me ne
on a more serious note me de ma me be si na mami aba nkroma me yi wan no say clear or say clear she has mami aba unfortunately me nkodi NDC kwati
me kan NDC nkomo na ne ye di me pese ye kire ni say enye na ban a wabo ho modene why Yanko ho nti mute ho otu aba mute ho.
Hold on, I mean, we must about make it.
Yeah, we na me see mute ho waka say we mute ho me ba cho na me
Yeah.
or they saying host mute no mami mo eno ano no. Enti wafa me pesa wo de na wo ka say we. Afa wo ka say we ana. Okay, good. And you bet me I switch to the other issue ana. Wonderful. Abusia, baby, I do Mr. Omoma, more likes and count. You were 17,500 likes, and yet enough. You were Hanum last week, and yet is a Canadian compare when Japan, Baumia, or more car, you be the NPP and Midonyame. You share any share envelope, money and day, Muninamubi. NDC for so good NPP for so see a country demo. Party phone, a cron for, Recha or Muchesica, na Henry or Mochele, Namunko Resi, and yes, yati. Me the freedom fighters you will be a baby dance say ya can say woman na nipa baako because we cha we suche nyame adom fofia antoata ene NDC so kwa akoto aba ewo ayawa so west akwa yi parliamentary ayi because yesi obi awu ho nom tie yesi omunya obi hye nanan ho ese wani mehwe ya Hadia Sumvela, Hadia Munila, Hadia Kumpola, Hadia Hwan, Asana Bintu, Hwan Yakubu, will be our TV bonnie in Chem 32 inch. A dear Sama, Yesiba Akwebi de Baba, and HH TV no, Oba now do TV and Oto Abaman and Oba do TV now. Na me question me the Medicare Busan, me Medicare Timon once a mansa. Minim, say, na ya jia to me say. Yebekwa akoto aba ope MMDC ope assemblyman ope se woko MP ope se woko dinas president ya se de ese woko pisika ope sika wo de beto vote minim se Ghana fo no se ya ye ne mra baba jama medase ya ye ne mra se obia wokoto aba bia no ton vote ama ya pass na yidi ya minim enti ma me nhya se ba bia me firi ye no ma se edu a they want talking about me ba jo ye ne e ba ye no will be our kotua babiano 32-inch TV plus money. Koi.
Oh, ni anope na me ka say sa ade we wo hu. Abeye so normal and abeye part of both the parties. Enti obia ntimi ensorintia. The only time omo betimi asoriatia is when they are not in power. Enti se si ano MPP for na be soriatia se ye kan ye. Enti be bia dey politics. Kroben France, right? Mampeni, won shisheye, say, udisika $1 and a beye campaign. Say $1 no, a bit a brosuko ye $2, and you have to answer questions. But ye Ghana no, we don't do that. Now the ye says citizens and so promoted that kind of behavior. The politicians are so corrupt, they are so indisciplined. And citizens so promote identity because ya yama citizens who chiro to the extent say was say uji obi some mo cap back now they come to vote. Ya sha se ohene ubisa say na uji TV uji fridge because me ka say ya mama freezer nyina me mehu a omo yesa politics yema enkrofo krenya fridge na wakoji fridge ya fa say of fire oye MC wo so hwe say ye kwan no wa bra mi TV wa bra wonsu fridge na wa ya to aba mana se wa ye kwan no na ekwan ni so etutu a ohene metimi akobisa wo fire say adenti na kwan ni so etutu wo betimi abisa no wontimi bisa no because won sa hye nenum na wo ye bold kra na akobisa no betimi aka che say na hwe wo TV na abede ma no fo say nya ska wo he enti yen koyenim enti this is the thing na e was say ye yifi politics mu e was ye nya obi otimi gina ho boldly ka say this is corruption and this is so but who is going to do it? Both these parties are always the ones doing it. Enti yen person neutral person beba to make sure say they are not doing all this corruption. Sikana ye di amano say ebia onfa on say ye be ready budget ye ma constituency bia sika no monfa nye ekroni ye citizens empe ho atie journalists enwo hu de ro enti obi enim enti sa sika na wo so omode ye omode maintain roads omode maintain krono because your maintenance culture your phone omo use o na edaho no mebedu politics a ebedu election a no mu di sa sika na kototototo sa niama no no mu di aba be manfo na omo abato aba enti ye betra so akomproye mu because sa sika na wo so mu develop kro no sika na ede pipe insuo ba dade ni nyina awe na ache na say minya letter me ba ye letter da ho say electricity company for no omo be hwehwe omu meter America say wo enti ye mo bia letter say ye beba be hwe na ya hwe say meter na ye say wo say yesesa na say ye wo say ye ne den ye maintain Ghana, we don't have that. But a do budget, they will read it and tell you, say, you discuss it at all for maintenance. And so, obia and be awesome. Nobody will hold anybody accountable for some money now. Yeah, they are to say, for maintaining electricity and not say, for maintaining water. No, obia and be sa, and to do election. No more this hanya sikano, akototo TV. No more check. And to say, they be con or any. It's about time.
Okay.
Hold the politicians because a corruption. Oh, ma obi isikano watu ababa wa a corruption, and it has to stop. Oyene.
Mami Musa Asido sister Eunice, what is a maybe wo Ghana? He say no ya say obia obakwa akoto aba mpacho utumiton vote no. Ana say obia opa akunwa bia utumi kokoto utumi to vote because adi we dey yeme na kakra bia na yamakwan because say no TV so na ni pani gina ho to nkra say mon kan kire bra champion say ya ba o sika no akwa na o ka so de beba no ye say o discana fa wan fa ma de na ye nto and na their life near ye broadcast enti bia na yamakwan na minima Eunice
Oyene me da say say ye sha asie ye kan se NDC ni MPP wo fa beka kokoba ni dedeba omu nyina ye baako ye kan amanfo se da NDC se omu de omu chese omu de omu ye angels MPP for ye NDC for se omu hu bi da omu ye angels se si ade omu kwampo de omu announce omu de ba TV so ma omu announce obi ko frɛ ni nua omu ka sika mpo a omoje Delegates we sika we no de beba we no de beba oyini se asika na ye sika wo se ye de boa Ghana enkoso na nkofo e de egu ho na omo chema nkofo kitwa bi na bisa ho se amanfo efa kwan na ekum ye no sa nkofo na omo ahin na efa sa kwan no so in the daily basis. And so sika was ye di maintain no. And no ni ye di akoto TV ama nipa miensa mienu bi se omo de omo fa no omo nkonkoto aba. The only way I be hu say NDC they say na SIV ka say or ye djuma omo ye soronko no. Right away they should have spoken against it. Right away omo hu sa nia men nyina ekoso no. They should have spoken against it, but no, because obi ya MPP ya obobeka, but so omu di omu ya omu be justify. Na keken the same thing me buy letter da ho say me water meter e wo se ye besesa time eju na aban ni betua ama ya sesa is of no cost to me. Until I have to call near I say me ya ne say me friend na me appointment. Because me can know my basement.
not just a gun or the saying Moho Columbus water company or say one water company no no.
Yes.
Gabia utia will like water bill, you know. One must see come dear go or must say this amount.
Yes.
Yo, quite.
Me tell you so about way. Send ye the boy me see dying from scratch. A boy was at net here. She no. Who say bibi and so almost say omobeba besesa. Ghana electricity meter crown po a wato ebo ho no enye adwuma o utua ka enye adwuma omombra no mbesesa no mbeka cho se ewo se woto meter foforo. All these things are ekoso wo Ghana oyin Ghana no se kase ye beko One, na kaka can you call every year be could be ano just a Pro Max. Last year, this year, the any chain last year, ne chain, they be a chain. More I say, I buying for frabat na near my person. The way I got na I de no. The way I got na I de no. So sad.
Mamenko or the saying Otuabaho. Goddess, what mean can be your mic and I'm monitor and send my profile.
Pacho me te unka
America, me pacho delegates. Me pacho omone to aba president ya obedi wo manima wo mo party num.
I'm pretty sure. So delegate has a hand in it. The citizen also has a hand in it.
International say enye delegate nkwa na kokoyi because near Martin no na pese me confirm free ho. E ho no ye ma citizens to aba. Enti party no mo pesa party no say a Republican party Republican citizen bi ati me kokoto aba ni bi.
Exactly.
Edi party leader obedi o manima me akopere akunya.
Yes, sir.
We say no eno no mesiketu ankos because you can't pay every citizen.
No.
Okay.
My thing is leave it up to African leaders, eh? They will pay their way through everything. Leave it up to African leaders. They will pay their way through everything. But I think, say, one person to be like, hey, you know what? This is becoming unbecoming. So we have to rise up and do the right thing. Just like Martin Luther King did. Just like all these beautiful leaders, one person woke up to make sure, say, you know what, enough is enough. We want to do this the right way. We don't want no corrupt. We don't want any, you kind say, kululubiant, we need to do the right thing. Leave it up to Ghana citizens. And I say Ghana, they will take bribe, take money before they do anything. But when are we going to sit down as citizens and be like, oh yeah, you know, they brought us money, so let's go do it for them? It takes one person to rise up. The reason why in Tiana make us the freedom fighters, we need to relax right now is that ye bien binomeni. Okay, in as much as a binum ya coward now, one de sikebian swomudi, now one j fridge, cylinder, stove, sunye, TV numne ya kaniseno. There are some people that are also not taking these things, but majority of them are not doing the right thing. They are taking it because I saw a video. Ewo asante manto mho baby and na woman e kasa NDC for ba ombeje MPP for ba ombeje. Ning na Ghana sika ntie ngina ye dibia nyehwe. Imagine emra na omoto aba no we refi say ye wo fa ya ne Ralph ngina na call ye kan say himfa ho baby. Amafo busa sika for cocoa. You know, if the citizens are not ready to change their mindset and be like, hey, it's enough. We are sick and tired of you guys, your antics and bringing us this little coin. Now we want the best and we want you guys to be accountable. I swear to God, these delegates will always pay their way to, they will pay their way out, no matter how. Ohini, they will pay their way out. And I'm telling you, it's up to young citizens to also reason up and wake up and be like, we don't want this. We want the best for ourselves. Sister Siedua can say, oh my brother, you can say, I'm be changing the water heater. I have the same thing today. And I have the same thing. Said they have to come and change my water, you can say, a meter. I have the same thing. There are some things that snow be at all. I say they brought me a letter saying they have to come and change it because I'm paying for it. And I don't have to take money out of my pocket to go and fix it. The government himself is going to fix this thing for us. This is what we call a government. There's something called HHA, you can say Homeowners Association. If you're paying for that thing, there is no way a snow better will street so na snow no be go on forever and ever. The money that you are paying for your mortgage, some of it goes to the HHA. So whenever it snows, they have to come and plow it. They have no other choice because we paid for it. But Ghanaians, if you guys are paying for the service that they're supposed to give you, nase who service no nase mun to be blame no nkasa. But then you will take bribe, dear. And I will blame the citizens and not the you can't say, because leave it up to the politicians. They want to pay their way through every freaking thing. Okay,
just one question. Do you think Sir John Dramani Mahama betume de chema wuntumi atum anase kind of Uriata?
Never say never.
Okay.
At this point in time, my Debbie, I can say, there is possibility in everything you do. You know, everything you do, there's a possibility. And to know, I will not write it off and be like, oh, on to me and fanintum. But until he does it, no, that's when I'll be like, thank goodness he did the right thing. I'm not in his head. I don't know what he's thinking. You understand me? So never say never. That's it.
Ofayao. Enne niye hu ye TV. Wonsa account ye. Bio mic ne mame.
Oyene menye delegate.
Wofa.
Menye delegate.
But
Me sentiment.
who TV no?
Mahu de omo chen, mahu pa.
Wadama yankwai.
Mamenda abudafwase. Now, you see, Abibiana, me discussing some of these topics. I don't discuss it targeting the politicians. I discuss it to let some reasonable Ghanaians, to let my fellow Ghanaians understand why we are where we are today as a people, as a nation. That is why I discuss some of these things. So if I know what time you could see America next year, within the first week or first 2 weeks or probably the first 1 month, you know, the topmost priority I may say, and potemu amababe pieno, ebia hood area meteno, and now the states amabe piemuno, and she said what to say, and Bra was saying they were pretty. What are the do's, what are the don'ts? It is the first priority. They say, may understand it, the environment na amababe piemuno, how things work. Ebia, I have say, Kramabi, bana, o pomi wo, mitimi fa ba. Nane na media wunu so na na open be fa na open be afa bere bia eho no me ko esa pe ene na kutuka international port na mani betena mugina eti the first thing is meti the environment na ma be pie no how things are operating ase wote sa unya sa antiase no nya that education nya that understanding na eno the big guide do ama watimi alivu eho na wate how anya makoso ase. We always complain of politicians are corrupt. Ye mine and develop it. And yaman koso ya kwanye 80 day in day out. Some of us keep observing things, keep learning, reading, trying to understand why things are operating in such a manner. And then you know, I've come to a point I would say that system called delegate system now. These political parties, you know, they choose representatives, they choose candidates for the masses to vote for this candidate, you know. That particular system, you know, is a cancer. It's a canker. It's a whole pandemic on its own. Say, you can corruption in our country. That system alone, no, helps corruption to keep on gaining muscles, helps corruption to keep on growing. It will be very difficult without eliminating that system. No, it will be very difficult. Say, Yebenya visionary and patriotic and well-meaning people to lead us wherever we want people to lead us. It will be very, very difficult. Why am I saying this? Mame now number they see here last 2 weeks and this time here. Last 2 weeks was the last week. Now MPP for Ekoyi flag bearer. And there were 5 contestants. And out of the 5 contestants, you know, 3 out of them, Baumia, Kennedy, and Brian Champo. From the videos we watch, Baumia was giving 1,000 Ghana cedis. Kennedy was giving, is it 400 or 500 Ghana cedis? Brian Champo was giving 700 Ghana cedis. From the videos we watched, it got to a point. Kennedy Sikaba, Baumia Sikaba, Brian Sikamba, and some people were angry that Brian Siskana Maya and Twabano Omujina Ho Triaje. Other 2 contestants, you know, say a kabaya never that the Joma Homo Crank Mubia, the goodness and Pumpu. So let's assume at some engine and now let's assume say no correct 200 and something thousand delegates or more to about MPP time no 219,000 or I stand to be corrected. If you have the right number, you can put it here. 200,000 plus delegates. Brian Champon as an individual, Mobia 700 Ghana cedis. Kennedy 500 Ghana cedis. Baumia 1,000 Ghana cedis. Say no cry. Calculated this amount. See, at the end of the day, no, the highest bidder will win. Now, so the highest bidder ni win election no, and we need the candidacy, we need the flag bearer now. Remember what you need say the rest other contestants and I say the participants in that kind of honestly cannot invest in a shit Debbie. Once they are all in one political party, what bear flag bearer no, he can't work alone, he will work with them. So some positions, some ministerial positions, some projects, some policies, or the mobile some sectors. Oh, kwana energy sector. Oh, kwana road and transport. Oh, kwana finance. Oh, kwana health. Oh, kwana education. Or do you nebe only nebe ye juman. Ain't say Oshesika wa investing all this while in the party. Now, one we need the bet when your opportunity about the sector biasha. Are you telling me say or no say any ni about woman who feels continue on Teneca on Yinsika back or Begacha? Is that the case? Or Bejinsika? Ain't say Anna say Omoya Quine will chrome her. Now Quino acha 2-3 months. Now Quina say I did 10 years. A Quinisika no bar. Na se bana say 20 Ghana cedis ah. Na se me na be come inside. Na me share investment ska maboa 20 Ghana cedis do na machemu 2. Ti me chemu 2 a 10 near na my pocket 10. Na my friend contractor bra. E be say ye kwan 10 kilometers. Na sika ni near 10 Ghana. Je na manage na fa kokko ye kwan no. 80 sanka de 20 Ghana ni nyina ye kwan na e bia ka kwan de betima ye thick. If they can be a very durable, better my quality contract and better mammy, near Marco Mama, the quine all last long. By champion, I'll pocket 10 because for a book can I do no, Tino, Tinin can't just offer 20 in a mouse. I contract blah. The 10 no crowd the 5 and starting. Now we are along the line with the 5 and the baby. Not the 5 and I could pay investment, I baby. Not the 5 from my contract. No, it's quite baby on more. Contract and I jaya, what giant the map of the machines of free Oba so gidigidi na manfo ye hu de o contractor o kwan no so edu baby contractor ni jaye no sika na mabiem from Ofanko to Amasaman in Potamu ho during MPP time na mo start you no let nobody lie to you from Ofanko going all the way to Amasaman during MPP time na mo start here contractor ni adwuma na edu baby sika am mabiem na contractor ni stop here. So this administration came and then has to give them the rest of the money for the contractor to go back to the road. May come and abesi say sikano I was here the 20 Ghana cedis in akoya kwan na e ka mabo amada bedu sa position na wo say me pocket 10 na me de 10 ma contractor na de koya kwan nti mo kwan na be koso aye 3 years 3 months 1 year kwan sahara mo be koso nya so won tiase a it bounce to the money now politicians and the ba e be share the delegate system yimu na omudinya tumi no at the end of the day was so technical NPP for the buy bo machi kan bia na ebasa na ye omu video na de beto abonte na oba video na se na NDC for naba. We told you MPP they are very corrupt. MPP they are very thieves. I need nahi omonso ekoye parliamentary primaries omukoyi ekoyi parliamentary candidate ewa ya waso west Ekoyi parliamentary candidate within the party. Ama nipa na be contest on the ticket of the party no matter no swaba. Parliamentary candidate within the party. A nipa 5 in a contest here. A nipa 5 in a contest here no. Me information na mensaka o ha kire se mebo Mohammed Rani or 130 motorbikes 130. Hajia Amina Emma 3,000 Ghana cedis each. Baba Jama, Emma 32-inch television to each delegate. So far, they more high in the Pamiasa. Eti, you would be a friend of parliament. Yepe, amount from Mako representing our parliament. Parliament, when a Juma Ben or a Juma parliament, when they say a Embra, I did teacher of mine across all sectors. Yepe, Nipa, United means sorry, and could go parliament. United means sorry from each constituency as a whole citizens and could go. We need one person from each constituency to go and represent all of us at the parliament house. Said Yebeya. Emrani shebia ba nipa ni begina ya nem no mo ntoto ya papa ya mara papa be boa me no mienu be govern ya be boa ma secretary ma konkan eti ya pembrashe bedani amana ko gina ya nem na mrashe bedani no baka ko gina ya nem no because of this political party system are operating no e was a political party as NDC eti mi ma ya one candidate omo ankasa be ko hia be ko di omo nkomo no omo de one candidate be ba bonte na be ka kire se Ghana for ana ayewaso west for ye hwe NDC as a political party ni mu a papa we ni message na ni so ade hu na waka kire ye no esusu se moto abama no ko parliament ko gina ayewaso west a be boa nyina eti we na yayi no eti that system na NDC for di be yi candidate na ma ayewaso west for no e was say nya delegate for nipa 1,000 plus. I have a video here. Let me show you. Remember? This guy is speaking right from Ayawaso West. Because
they know the seat is for the NDC. They are buying votes. One candidate can give 3,000 to each delegate. The NDC, the electoral college is approximately 1,300. 1,300 delegates, including those who are there.
1,300 delegates.
And those who travel. And each person is getting 3,000 from a candidate. 2 days ago, a candidate distributed a motorbike to each of the polling stations. We have 130 polling stations. Each polling station, one motorbike. Do the calculation. Where are they getting the money from? Right now, as we can all see, the ambassador to Nigeria, who is also contesting the seats, is sharing television. Where did he get the money from? We want the OSP to also come into this, to do his investigation, so that at the end of the day, what they are doing, they are destroying our democracy. Our democracy is diminishing. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have money, the right candidate, you will not be elected. Every time, bad candidates, mostly in Ayawaso, is 34 years of NDC's representation, no development, no human capacity building. Yet still, they are buying people's conscience. So please, media, we have to do the needful. Thank you. Thank you too. What they are doing.
The friend of Baba Jama, as I'm speaking with you now, he was the ambassador of Ghana to Nigeria. But for the facts, my main stating this clear. You see, there is a communication from the presidency of Mampeni Domahama, and you free that position. So, being the ambassador for Ghana to Nigeria, no, Mampeni Domahama, or my issues communication from the presidency, you free that position. So, and when I say what I say once I was winning on the ticket of the party going to contest as a parliamentary candidate, definitely he would have put down that position. Definitely, he would have put down that position because now you are going to contest as a parliamentary candidate, and you have to put that position down to go and then contest. And when you win, you go to parliament.
Moto baako Ghana. Ukrawa tomoto. Na moto no 80 million wom na 150 million. Enti watch sa moto bebrebe ni nyina achi no. Ya asa anto ama no.
There be one minute.
Na TV ne bo ho. Na MP a okope no offer. Yes, you are 150 million to 350 million and 360 million.
Good.
Enti wapaso wa chire me se boso me yetua ne ka 150 million. Moto na e ba ye 1 million na wache bebrebe no. Enti e moto no e na katua nko na o e beso no. Hey.
Good. So I want you watching me as a rational Ghanaian, no, for party 7 to debi ameka say if you want to enjoy my conversation, you have to take away your partisan lens. As a rational Ghanaian, no, this is how people at the end of the day comes out from these political parties for you to vote for them to go and represent you. And now, I say 90% of those we have in our parliament, they don't get to the parliament because they have a message and their message makes sense and the people voted for them. No. Those in parliament are highest bidders at the end of the day, because if you are not the highest bidder, you are not going to win. Until last, we had the hanging parliament. And Akufo-Addo, 2020, we had the hanging parliament. And it was almost the same. 130 something from NPP, 139 or something from NDC. And the Ghanaians, some of us, we were happy because they say there is not automatic, majority. There is no automatic majority. So Assembly parliamentar. They will take time to think about it, go through, and at the end of the day, the better option or the better choice will favor the Ghanaians. But let me state it on record. One of the worst parliament Ghana has ever had is that hanging parliament. That hanging parliament is one of the worst parliament ever Ghana has ever had, because that hanging parliament, it was a executive no pushes more they call to confuse, to lure the MPs to vote for them to get the majority they want for all their bills and their proposals to be accepted. So first, and say, automatic majority. They said they end this automatic majority. Yeah, and this is not spend this in parliament, because any bill or any proposal of the Baba parliament, or hear majority from NPP side or majority of NDC MPs that until right away the Baba parliament be a better to. It is a law being or the parliament MPP for better NDC for better to say Busia be granted be say the bin or the parliament NDC for better to, because he has automatic majority in parliament. So when we got the hanging parliament and the Akufo-Addo, some of us were happy because they say you don't have automatic majority, and for that matter, you have to, the parliamentarians have to sit down, check through every bill that comes, make sure that the right choice is made in favor of the Ghanaians. But the rest, the sad aspect of it was, say that period was when government spent millions of Ghana cedis, millions of dollars, trying to convince, lured some of the NDC MPs for them to join those in MPP, for them to support any bill that comes to the parliament. So your politicians or your representatives in parliament are doing business because they go to parliament through investment, huge millions of money by delegate. As for you, the constituent in the once the person appears on the ticket of the party, Baba Jama will automatically NDC Baba Jama will be in parliament probably soon. Or co-parliamentar, he will be standing there as representing the people of Ayawaso, and you would think it's okay be Boama wo kwaya and that's a near or constituency. And Mrana de Baba no say Mrana was citizen, no say Mrana was citizen of Debbie. And Mrano, I don't know, there been a one Mrana, Mina, when I met him, me boyas, and I'm able to do that is what they think about. As a rational Ghanaian, look at the political system operating, going on. That is why I have sworn on my life to say, I am done voting for either NDC or MPP. I'm done voting for both of them. Whether presidential candidate or parliamentary candidate, I am done voting for these two parties. Again, how should a critical thinker like me sit down for an illiterate, hungry delegate to go and take some coins and go and elect a baboon for me to go and vote for that baboon? How? Does it make sense? Say a rational critical thinker like me of Ayameteha. Now a hungry illiterate. Let me show you another video. A man be kukosia anu animoko. Because Baba Jama to kosia anu animoko. Emma a man delegate nibi. And they were fighting over kosia anu animoko. Oh, Obaka of Ayamebo. I mean that true. Any Muti.
Wafa. Yeah. So we mudia on back kusia no mako ho ande ma ho wo mo beko.
Me as a rational being to say me ma wo kwaji kusia no mako kwaji 32 inches TV. Na wo koyi delegate and na wo koyi candidate breme. Na me fa me kokromotin kwato abama sa candidate all because ye NDC for me nya san kwasam for bia. All because you MPP for me yes ankwasam for ni bia. Mo betim de san kwasam for na dwena koso dia bro. I'm done for voting for this kokoba in the deba. Say me to my independent candidate na wa nwini kura na me hu say me nsanim kwasam na e wo parliament woni. Me nsanim. That is the reality in your country. When them work out for no.
Ye bema adofo kwa mo ma kyerɛkyerɛ o madwen na mbom me wo abedwafo maako nan mesi akom ho wanwa na obia mfa na no disema etwato emra just 30 seconds we nya kasa tintin bia na ye ba wi ya wie na mbom se be betumi afa odesen etiefo nso ama ma kyerɛ o madwen no enie etiefo wo ba wo so 30 seconds ade be kyerɛ wadwen na etie ne se ne watie nyina ade na aka fa ho say your delegate abaya ekoto ye ya wo moche TV say na abaka bibia fa ho a wo ba mesrew 30 seconds papa no awie wa dwen kire wo say mpache wo omoko parliament no omoko ye adwuma ama wana say wa pa adwuma ama no no okoye normally we nyame ya adoma say ye nkremofo nyame ya adoma Friday ye bayi wode ne moma bekọ akọhwiase ho ewo masalachi ho
one woman wo chebuta. One woman aja bi wo chebuta.
Aja otade an.
Wo chebuta.
Enti abusua buta che na abam kwa da yapon. Ya ma won kire wadwen. Wa akọkọdwene hu ofie. Ya chebuta enya afe na me be ma kwan mo akasa bia. Wa akọkọfa ho adwene ofie nkire wadwene. Buta che na abam no. Divine goddess mba che 30 seconds yanko. Divine goddess.
Wait, me say I told you so, hine. Well, fire some more kind or so be buta. And na the whole Ghana citizen no. Ono ni refi ni who say, oh here roads oh here streets, oh here a good water, okay, good source of water, or here good hospital, or here all these beautiful kind of say infrastructures and beautiful things are again needed in a country for it to survive. Or here all that, but ojai ningi na to hokoji buta. Into no, what does that tell you? Or hini David, I rest my case, Manuesi.
Piao, as you do sisters Eunice Bram buta.
Oine.
Name.
Obia I bisa say what is the solution? The solution is fuck you NDC.
Fuck you. No.
Why no say? Oh, can I come as I say was a wine on me?
Wow. There's two parties here I can't amount to say omo mienu na say
na wo kura no wo tiri se obi akwaji buta no wo say buta say solution ni say wajimi ana wajimi yonkwa akwaji buta ena na me busa hwan no hwan ba no hwan na busa asasem no
and the touch
solution say what comment kama asa buta cha ba ma wo say busa say yenya oden
I say do I what's it? I say do I but say why no. Okay, what's what catch say fuck you for asking me that nonsense.
I'll give him the solution.
At the comment any say obusa sa amuade no kokwaji buta ni bi kwaji buta
I see a friend at the touch. I see a friend at the touch.
Kwaji buta ni bi no.
Enti at the touch, yay. Fuck you for asking that nonsense.
Nkada mabere mokura. Ese mabere. What is ese do Eunice akasa wi ayenko me de mabere. Say wo buza of awan. Ye gina program so atena ha 1 hour ni. Wo ba ngofo ma ye kakra kra wo watua bi. Udua sen. Kwaji buta. Kwaji buta ni bi.
Valid. Yeah, funny say valid. The solution is Ghana ni maweninda ho. Yakasa bebre se enkrofo we no omo je mo vote edia nonsense. And it's about time we all have a different mindset. Say penibi bejina ho se o che bibia ne che se oni ni pe bia makrono. Obi biara obeba abonti se o che bibi no oni any adwen oni any skills bia odeba be ma Ghana akọ nenim enti enje na ento aba ama no. But seriously I was say yetimi gina mu ne yeka because say enkrofo ye chichi enkrofo for money laundry I was say yetimi chichi politicians for buying votes because of corruption. So it's about time sanyama way we stopped it. But say yetimi the call parliament say na oka emra she bedwafo mo be she mra ama krona ye na so mo de bribery na ekode a na ye koya na ye buy. But again, no, the ebitimi aka ne say Ghana ni sisa wadwen because at the end of the day, sa potholes na wunne mu gbugburu no, wumpeni for no, omo ti 4x4 mu, omo shock absorbers. Eye good. Wo na wo bebre enti sisa wadwen na to abapa. Ohene mi de manuesi.
Of I had a nation uncle.
Oyini, send me answer your brother, your nice sister, your business. What is the solution now? You see, sir, I say MPP and NDC are the same. I can debate anybody who wants to come forth for us to debate on this particular topic. Metima debate will be our person. Me prove man say MPP and NDC the same. Metima debate in the background. My main friend not change. I say start every bar, so now I start to be na NDC by na John Mahama na me ready di na feature na MSR. What is happening today in this country now? My friend say be papa by papa bano. Ohine ya this two presidents okra obetima. Si contract sika nye money appointee I don't know governance. Contract sika na papa na dem o magnifica money nya akwan na contract mo fidie mo fa fidie enyi akwan to krom. Ya broni be ye ne dam na amamo nya sa de we. We ya de wo say de campaign na say de emaga na ni mo se bi papa bi kwacho. When we talk of putting up a system, governance system, whether you are in power or not, it has to operate. When Barack Obama visited Ghana, he gave us one advice. He said, one of the most important things about my institutions and the independence of these institutions. Or he didn't be said, what about ORA and blah, 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 blah. ORA has been in operating for how many years now? Or mobile power, roughly 1 year. And no bakra obi antimi nchi obi a akwaya court and back forth me no tikroma say e be ya court and back and forth sa na 4 years aso na 8 years aso na yato aba na kokoba oti bench no aba power no aba case ni nyina agu because the finance minister today onuso sa when MPP came to power omuso de ne court sa back and forth sa na NDC ba ya boss case ni nyina ato agu. So what is the institutions are independent institution will be taking people on without interference of any party coming to power or going out of power. We don't have these institutions. All our institutions are infiltrated. You see them working partially when the party is in power. In Chennai, we got to hear something like Iyoko. Iyoko is working because there is NDC in power going after MPP. When MPP comes to power tomorrow, he will get rid of all those that are working in Iyoko today. He will bring his people for them to also be in the office, and they will also start going after those in NDC. And it will be just merry-go-round, back and forth nonsense. So should we be a serious country? Not this administration say, oh, there's something called resetting. Resetting, papa, resetting. There should be institutional reforms, sir. The people who will be subjected to these institutions, will be given their liberty and their independence for them to operate. The corruption and the kankaya in the flag bearership and the candidacy of Prime Minister Delegates from Assembly. It doesn't have to take president have to react to quickly. The institution available for that, whether special prosecutor or Iyoko, they have to take probe into this particular incident, do their investigation. Whoever feels guilty or fall guilty has to be dealt with. President in America, the system works even without the notice of Omampeni Trump. The system is operating. But I guess populism or populist approach. I guess the central man no Mampenino the Tuana Montisa Mampenino decided to say, oh, Fia, Obianya Diope. Is that how we build the country? Is that how we build a nation? So what is the solution now? The solution is as simple as ABCD. Why don't we come up or set up institutions and give them their liberty, their freedom, their independence for them to start taking things on? Investigations, corruption, and those stuff. Can for that as more council of America. Why never how bet mama yakobet ewa hasi? Can for that even if he comes to Ghana, his lawyers will be representing him. He will be going to court. Ken Ofori-Atta will not be in Ghana today, and I'm with their bank about to decide now to prison right away. Ken Ofori-Atta will come to Ghana today, and there is no law that will allow you to just capture him and put him in prison for life and also for whatever years. No. Even if he arrives in Ghana today, the law allows him to get representatives, and he will be going to court back and forth until you yourself retire. Because they steal with the law, and they know the law, they use the law to protect themselves. Let's not deceive ourselves. I understand you guys. But there are real practical solutions there. They just don't want to put them in place. Ekwabini ni kajabi. Entuka na wajabi. Medamu nyina ase.
Well, I say, yeah, sir, 1 hour 50 minutes. And I did you made in ABC. Now, me aduma. So share Sidua sisters, and they want talking point here, or me and Tafo, or me freedom fighters. So almost Sidua sisters into me, our cameraman, actually send the followers, Esra. Mestre says, more Hannah move follow, be no about more than no follow on so am I. Ubi or have a freedom fighter yet Nasia, yet the Ghana 170 acre. Yehwe se na ebe ya oman no befa na ntuma pafira na nkofo ye ma oman ikoso no ene ye ba ye advocate say omo so ebetumi aya ma ye de na akoso we ene edwumadie obi amfo so obi a so obi amfolo obi a enti wadama obetumi afolo se opede a medin ayo hene David they want talking point of the nation uncle YouTube Facebook nyina ho no